I'm going to go over some tips and tricks for using the library catalog. Usually, you've gotten here after you've tried everything else. You've tried wandering the stacks, you've looked on the new bookshelf, you've tried Googling, you've asked your friends. Now it's time to look in the catalog. You can get to the catalog from any of the library campus homepages. They each search the same database, but there's an advantage in using your campus page so that once you find the book or journal that you want, the listings on that campus will appear first on the list. So it'll be easier to track down if your campus has the book that you want. Well, what can you find in the catalog? Books, journals, recorded music, scores, and lots more. So welcome to the catalog. You can see we have a browse and keyword search. So what's a browse? You use this search if you know the author's name, the title, or the subject heading. In this search, the order counts. On an author search, you would always put the last name first. The first name is optional. If the last name is somewhat unusual, you can skip the first name. So if you're searching for works by Herbert Zafran, you can see there are not many Zafrans in the list. However, if you're looking for Samuel Cohen and you leave out the first name, you can see that you'll have to do a lot of scrolling down to get to the S's in the Cohen list. When you're searching for a title, if it starts with an article, the, a, an, or in any other language, ha, der, die, das, el, la, etc., you skip it and start with the next word. You don't have to put in the whole title, just the first few significant words. So again, the more unusual the title is, the fewer words you need. If the title starts with the history of something, you need to put in the something. Otherwise, you'll get a very long list of titles starting with the history of. For the browse search, we use the system of the Library of Congress, which is not a very intuitive system. There's a very particular order that the terms may appear, and the terms may not appear in the title or in the record itself in another place. If you're not sure about the subject heading, you should generally start with a keyword search first and then go back to the subject headings. So what's a keyword? Keyword search looks for your term anywhere in the field. The order does not matter, and use just the most distinctive words or terms. And you can skip the small words from, at, in, of, and just use the bigger ones. You can also combine terms in the keyword search using and, or, not, or near. And you can search anywhere in the record or just in the author fields, the title fields, or the subject. You can also search by ISBN here. You use the and to narrow your search. And this is good if you know part of the author's name or part of the title and you want to combine them. So by putting Kaufman in the author field and Schul in the title field, you'll be able to come up with David Kaufman's Schul with the Pool. Using or broadens your search. You'll find more things. So if you're looking for the biblical characters of Ruth or Naomi, you can put Ruth as a subject field and then put or, and then Naomi as a subject field. So you'll find books written about Ruth, about Naomi, or about both of them together. Not restricts your search. You'll get fewer things. If you already have everything that Stephen Windmuller has written about Jewish political activity, you can write political activity in the subject field and then say not Windmuller to find out what other people have written on this topic. You can also use wildcards in the keyword search. An asterisk means that any number of letters can fill in afterwards, and a question mark only replaces one letter. So putting femini with an asterisk would retrieve feminism, feminist, feminine, etc. And a question mark, W-O-M question mark N, would retrieve either woman or women. So what if you only want books in English or Hebrew, or books on your campus, books written at a particular time or published in a particular place? For these, you can use the filters. Under the keyword search, click on where it says Set Search Filters. You can limit it by format, so you can select only books or only recorded music or only scores. You can select a language. Under publication date, you can put in a range of dates. So 1999 to 2009 will get only things published in the last 10 years, and you can choose a campus. If you hold down the Control key, you can select more than one item from each list. Common question is, why don't we have this book at my campus? There are many reasons for this, but sometimes the answer is that we do have it. If you're looking for Rabbi Ellenson's book, After Emancipation, you might be surprised that we don't have it on the LA campus. You can see under number available, it says 3, and under that it only lists Cincinnati and New York. But if you look to the left, under location details, you'll see that there are 5 items in the system. So if we click on location details, you'll see that we do have it in Los Angeles, but it's checked out, and that's why it didn't appear under the number available. There's also another copy in Cincinnati checked out, and the copy in Cincinnati that's on reserve does show up as available, since you might not be able to check it out, but you can use it in the library. So if you don't see the call number on the list under where it says available, check under location details. And it could be that we can get it for you locally or request it interlibrary loan if we don't actually have it. So if you have no idea how to start searching, what's a good strategy? Usually I would start with a keyword search. So I would search in the Anywhere field, find a book that looks close to what I need, and then do a new search under that. So for example, if you're researching Jewish ghetto life in Italy, I would do a keyword Anywhere search for ghettos, Italy. Page through the results and click on titles, even if it's in the wrong language or campus, and look at the subject heading. You'll see the subject heading, Jewish Ghettos, Italy. You can either click on the heading or go back to the browse search screen and do a new subject browse search for Jewish ghettos in Italy. For Jewish ghettos, Italy. When all else fails, ask your local librarian. We're here to help.